because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, Jones. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now right away, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Brady now on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. The 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
The 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup.
From the gun, Jones. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Slayton. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From midfield, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14. Buccaneers nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. And they're facing 3rd and 6 to start things out. From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 4.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check 26, check 26. Jim. Hey, look, 3.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
42-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he gets it down to the 32. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 22-yard line.
Fournette, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Week 7 action, and we got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball at the 14 for second and 5. Here's Brady to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Brady. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
And sacked by Leonard Williams.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Jones now throwing on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Here we go. 48. 48.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put them...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. From the gun, Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to Sterling.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down. And one.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, look at that hurdle, and now some room to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great one.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Now that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
False security eluded him. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Jones on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Jones. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Now Jones off the bootleg. His pass caught at the 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On third and long, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. So after the INT, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaac Yedem picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd down.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Giants 26, Buccaneers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
Gain of a yard.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun. Brady, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
The 21-yard line.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try now for Brady. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game.
Buccaneers 20.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them.